there's these ladies who pay bills. You are normal, not independent. Normal. That's how normal people behave.
What's good people? Welcome back to the Modern Man Africa YouTube channel. Today, we'll be taking a look at the emergence of strong and independent women in Africa. I've got a feeling this one's going to be a banger, so let's jump straight into it.
Being an independent woman sucks. But you must know your worth. Don't accept the bare minimum. Into the mess. Suck.
Tomorrow is my birthday. I could have been bambaring, chilling with the big boys. But because I chose to be a strong, independent woman, I'm on my way to the cow. I shall see you all later.
Okay guys, so I've made an observation, and this is not a pick-me video because you guys know that I don't care for the opinions of the other gender. But I've made an observation. A lot of independent women like to say that men are intimidated by them. And I'm not saying all of them because I know someone's going to say, not all of us. Yeah, I'm not saying all of you. But a lot of independent women like to say that men are intimidated by them. And this is the thing. It's not that men are intimidated by you, especially not the right type of men. It's just that you take all the things that you have, you take your profession and you make it part of your character. So hear me out. For example, being a chartered accountant is not a personality trait. It is a profession. Yes, you've achieved. We're happy for you. Your house, your car, your profession, how much money you make, it's not a personality trait. And I'm sorry to say this, I'm not a hater. I love you guys. I want women to be rich and be happy and all these other amazing things. But these things are not personality traits, guys. You can't sit on a date with a guy and the whole time you're just talking about what you have and what you've achieved. I have met women that I struggle to be friends with because all they do is talk about the things that they have. Who are you outside of your job? Who are you outside of your car? You know? Who are you as a person? Are you funny? Are you loving? Are you caring? Are you what? Like, who are you? You know?
Shout out to this sister for keeping it a buck. Not all, but some of our strong and independent modern African women have been so hyper-focused on books, their businesses, or the bag that they forgot to develop personalities outside of their life's goals and objectives. These women are the precursor to the bitter old lady, and they fail to realize that they themselves are the key to unlocking, attracting, and keeping men. These ones are usually the first to voice their contempt for youthful and bubbly young women, probably because they're able to identify a part of themselves that they never gave the opportunity to flourish. If they ever happen to snag a man, they are incapable of allowing their man to, say, play golf with the boys because they've never fully explored the extent of themselves outside of their comfort zones. Ladies, men aren't intimidated by you or your achievements because we don't go into interactions with women expecting to be taken care of. She's right. It might be because you're actually boring.
Damn.
Are you conscious?
Yes.
Can you prove it?
Let's start over. Sorry.
Okay. Are you conscious?
No.
I always try to avoid women who have money and women who have made it because they have this idea, some of them who would say they are superior than thou.
Okay.
They don't want to be told anything. They think they are perfect.
Yeah.
And they always think they are doing you a favor by being with you.
Yeah.
They could easily just leave you because they believe since that I can maintain and take care of myself, I don't need you.
Yeah.
They have that idea
you,
towards their relationship because they believe since that I can maintain and take care of myself, I don't need you.
Yeah.
She doesn't need you. She wants you. Avoid independent women. They think they're superior in relationships. That's not the chat. The chat is that why are you as a man only wanting to pursue relationships where there is a power imbalance, where you clearly have an economic and financial advantage over someone? Is it because you want to be able to exploit and abuse someone and not be held accountable for your bullshit without them leaving? That's the problem. The problem is that as men, you want to be in these situations where you treat women anyhow, and you don't want her to leave because she doesn't know better and she can't. You want to be with a woman who relies on you so that you can do whatever you want and treat her however you want without being held accountable and without her leaving. Well, sorry, independent women will not tolerate that bullshit.
Ma'am, you've got some nerve stitching a conversation amongst men and then wanting to dictate what is or what isn't the chat. Talk about deflecting. Her nerve is surpassed only by her audacity to sniff mid-sentence and then think we still take her seriously. Go blow your nose, man. The problem with some modern women is that they are incapable of looking inward and honestly evaluating themselves and their behavior. I mean, after all, you're all perfect 10s, right? What my brother in the video that you stitched was trying to articulate is the following. The manner in which strong and independent women carry and present themselves isn't what attracts males to females. The characteristics and traits that are fundamentally required to be successful in an often cutthroat and ruthless environment aren't easy to code switch between those and feminine traits. He says strong and independent women don't want to be told anything and think they're perfect. I mean, he's not wrong, and you're kind of proving his point. Allow me to elaborate. Strong and independent women end up presenting as these ball-busting managers / executives in their romantic relationships without even realizing it, and then turn around and say, men can't handle strong and independent women. No, you're insufferable. You're not a wild animal that needs to be handled. Men have every right to not want to participate in relationships where their partner is incorrigible. I don't fault men for wanting to break free from that or to not entertain that at all. The fact that a woman's level of income determines whether or not she's receptive to advice and correction speaks volumes. In the absence of a man, modern women are perfectly capable of acknowledging that they are emotional beings and processing those emotions in real time. After a bad day at work, they're able to cry, let it all out, pour themselves a glass of wine, maybe watch The Notebook, cry a little bit more because they're reminded that they're alone and single, and then eventually move on. Add a man to that scenario and somehow there's an expectation for the man to tolerate disrespect as she navigates through those emotions. No, uneasy. Hey guys, just quickly, as I was doing the final checks while editing this video, I noticed there wasn't a wedding ring on her hand, so I went back to her profile and I discovered two very interesting things. One, she's part of the alphabet gang, and two, yep, you guessed it, she's an effeminist. Go figure. That's not to say this invalidates her opinions or anything. However, I do think it's relevant information to know in order to understand what drives certain opinions and agendas.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
This goes without saying, but please don't hunt down and harass any profiles featured on this channel. I really don't need that kind of energy in my life. I'm not sure whether it's because of the African in me that I'm vibing with that tune, or whether it's because I know women celebrating the absence of men usually ends with loads of cats and a lot of tears, but we'll play out with that catchy number one last time. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Normal.